Alright, back on Camaro. This little sandblasting system, something I picked up for like 15 bucks or whatever. Thought, well, you know, I'll try it out. Yeah, it sucks. Waste of money. However, this little dude right here seems to be doing really well. Other than it's got several leaks. But what I'm trying to do is, there's some surface rust up inside here. I don't know if you can tell, but I blasted a lot of it out of there. I'm trying to get a little farther back up in there. Doing some research online. I was going to try to use phosphoric acid to eat that rust out of there, but from what I understand, if you don't neutralize it really well, your paint won't adhere to it. So I'm going to blast this out real good. I'm going to clean it and then blow it dry and get it ready to put back together. I'm using it's like coal slag and just some media that go through this gun pretty well. But and of course, safety first. Always make sure you're wearing some type of respirator when you're doing this, because when I understand it's got silica dust and it causes cancer, so pretty bad stuff. But anyway, yeah, I pushed the car outside and let me see what I got going here. So anyway, I'll get back on it. Alright, got it all cleaned out. Sandblasted up inside there real well. And then blew all the sand out, all the residual sand there in a shop vac, and then put simple green in there and just scrubbed the hell out of it with this toilet brush as far as I could get up inside there, which it went pretty far up in there. But anyway, got it nice and clean. So now I'm going to go ahead and dry it, blow it out, dry it, and then like I said, use the heat gun and try to get any moisture out of there that I can. Alright, there's the sandblasted. All the rust is out of the pits. That's all just black down in there. It looks pretty good. Got it dried out. I'm going to heat it up a little bit. And I'll put the... I did find another, if you can see inside there. Well, right here, there's a little tiny pinhole. And so I'm going to have to probably weld me a little patch. I could try to weld that shut, but I just bet you it's so thin it'll just blow out. But I'll try that first, but if it doesn't, or if it does, then I'll maybe a little patching. Do it that way. You see where I grinded a little spot away? You can see that little pinhole right there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try this. Probably isn't going to work. I got this piece of copper here, and I'm going to use it as a backer. What I'll do is I'll put it up in here like this, and this little magnet, I'll hold it up there with it like that. I use that as a heat sink. Now you can see it. But I still don't believe that's going to keep it from blowing open, but we'll see what happens. Alright, it did blow open a little bit. Not as bad as I thought. Probably the size of a pencil eraser maybe. Even though I did blast that on the back side, all the rust is out, but that metal just still was real thin there. So there's still a little pinhole. We'll hit it again. Try to get them all filled in. Clip the wire after every time. That's what I was taught to do. Seems to work pretty good. A lot of times you'll get a little ball that's wadded up on the end of it. Or a big piece of crap in it like that. Anyway, little ball on the end of it. It doesn't like to penetrate, so always clip your wire after every time. Just tack like that. Alright, so my compressor kicked on, so it's a little bit loud. Show you what it looks like from the back. Maybe. That's that one. Alright, I got it coated. I can just see this. You can, man, it's green in there. Turned out real nice. Let's see if I can find my flashlight. There you go. It's really coated. You can see it's run all down over everything. Even back here where I welded that in a while ago. You can see where it's run down, those little beads. It's coated all the way up in there. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, that's gonna last for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna give this a break for a little bit and let that coating in there cure out good. This is the top piece that I'm gonna put back on. You can see I've grinded the edges down to bare metal. Back side, I've coated it completely. I'll probably grind the edges off of it just a little bit like I did the front side here, so it doesn't burn this coating off, and I'll probably spray some, I don't know, maybe some weld through primer or something on it. But I want to try to coat it from the inside anyway, so it, you know, may not matter. But anyway, giving that a break. Decided I'd work on the door a little bit. So I took my long block, whatever I did with it. There it is. And basically, just scuffed it. I put 80 grit on it, and you can see all the different, levels that you've got there. So actually, this primer is a good thing. It's going to be a guide coat for me, so I can see all my lows. Right here, obviously, is a dent, and you can see it. And so the dent is here, but it's crowned out all the way in this big circle here. So when I pull up on that, I'll tap down around here and pull that dent up. Same thing here, there's a little dent here. It's a little bit wavy through here. That one there is on the body line, so I'll have to try to get to the inside of that, push that back up. A little dent here, it's not too bad. It's really not that bad, but when you start sanding on it, you can definitely see highs, lows. Try again, highs, low, like that. So anyway, it gives you an idea. So once I get it all body worked out, I'll strip it down to bare metal and epoxy prime it, and then like I said, I'll put a light coat of filler over it, sand that down till it's smooth and flat. Probably do that multiple times until it's really smooth and really flat. So anyway, a little update on what I was doing. So there you go. I need to get back on this putting up all my insulation. I've got my ceilings up here like close to 20 foot high, and I'm gonna have to probably rent a scissor lift or something to get the insulation up, but it's gonna start getting cold before too long, and I've got a heater up here, but obviously if I turn it on, it's just gonna go straight out the roof in up there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, so I'll have to stop at some point and start doing that, so I can work on this car when it's winter time. Anyway, most all of that done. Got a couple more spots up top. Alright, anyway, I'm probably pretty close to done for the night. So I might tap on this a little bit more tonight, but other than that, I think I'm going to go eat dinner. So see you guys later. Alright, I'm going to work this dent out a little bit. You can see it was on the body line right there. You can see there's still that primer down in this groove, so it's still low. And I've worked it back out. It's a little wider than that. I've worked it a little bit right now. Working it up. But what I'm using, they call this a body spoon. I like these. It pushes the blow out a little bit more than like a body hammer would. At least on this fine detail stuff. If I was to hit this, I mean, and I could do that, but I like to work it up with the body spoon. So. And I suck at holding this camera, so sorry. Anyway, I'm going to set you down for a second, kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. Alright. Dolly underneath. I'm doing hammer on dolly. I got hammer on and hammer off. I'm doing hammer on. I'm just trying to lift this edge up. Sandpaper. See where your progress is. It's coming up, still a little bit low right in the center. Got the edge of this dolly. Push it right up into the center. Guide coat. I'll spray a light coating over it so I can see where I'm at. You also take a metal file and metal work this out. See where you're at with it. Where your highs and lows are. Alright, so I'm still low in the middle. This metal here is coming back up where it needs to be, but I'm still just right here in the peak. Need to get that a little better. What I'm going to do actually, flip this over. And if I can find it, I had one somewhere laying around here. This is a chisel. What I've done is I've ground the edge off of the chisels where it's not sharp. It's more of a flat, or has a small radius there, so I can work these body lines with it. Alright, let me grab the straight edge. What we're looking at here. That's not the straight edge I was looking for, but it'll work. I started, you saw that. That was a pretty good dent there. And now there's not even a light in between. So it's back up where it needs to be. So it's looking pretty good. So there you go. Still need to work this. It's probably a little bit low here, but again, that's what this is where you're going to use your filler, just to fill in these small imperfections. Look like somebody at some point ground on this. You can see the grind scratches going this direction and this direction. That wasn't me, so somebody's worked on this before, it looks like. Anyway, that's probably all I'm going to do for this evening. But there you go, a little bit more. Alright, after studying this for a few minutes, I think I know what they've done. It's pretty deep gouges right on this edge here, and then there's obviously these pretty deep scratches through here. It looks like 36 grit or hell, even 24 grit. But anyway, I think what they probably did at some point was, you know, because this dent was on a body line, and it's a little bit difficult to get those out. But my guess is they probably just etched it up real good with 24 grit, 36 grit, and then just used filler over top of it, and probably remade their body line, which, you know, you can do that. But for me, you can see still through here it's low, still through here it's still low. This is all the dark area, so I'm going to continue to work that up. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. That's best I can tell. That's probably what they've done with all these deep scratches through here. Is, you know, they mudded that little area because it was pretty low, and I'm pretty sure we got a picture of that before I started. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd share that with you.